Welcome to RET. This is RET Rashid's video tube in conjunction with RMJC, Rashid's Music Jukebox Center. And I am Rashid Man coming on live on social media, Google Plus, YouTube, and other social media platforms. How you guys are doing? Did we get that? Didn't we supposed to get something else with that? We drew that, but we was gonna get something else. Let me go. Well, that's her. How y'all guys doing, man? Yeah. Sit back, relax. This is the Ridecast, and we're gonna just have a conversation about stuff, okay? So just sit back, relax, and let me entertain you guys for a while. How's that? Sounds good? Good. Welcome to my house, man. Welcome to my house.
Which was sad. And that was a really big turning point in my life when I started to read scripture with my family and actually apply it to my life daily. Fast forwarding a little bit.
She's Oriental, guys. I know she sound like a white girl, Jew girl. She Oriental. Right off the bat, so don't start that shit. Don't start thinking shit. Sick of this race bullshit around me. I don't like it. Um, I got a couple of shows coming up. I guess I'm kind of rugged because I'm gonna go out tomorrow and get my feet wet. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I hope I might as well bring that camera because I'm gonna see could I find a camera shop. I'm gonna get my shit fixed. I don't give a damn. It gotta be a camera shop somewhere. I don't want to go online and do nothing. I don't want to do that. 6 to 8 weeks and all that shit. I ain't doing with that.
And I started worshiping. I go on YouTube and I start looking up worship music. And I come across that one. Start watching videos. And I come across this girl. And she's just so in love
She's
with
Oriental
Jesus.
girl. She's, you know.
I don't ever want to stop watching her because she is so in love with God. And I wanna dance
So
with
guys, I'm
God.
glad you're here. I got some good shows coming up, man. I do. I got Thumbprint coming up, which should be done in the next week or so. Generation Repentant coming up. A lot of fun things coming up. I have a new show also that's dealing with spirituality. But I'll fill you in on it later on. And it should be sometime next week that you guys should really like that. It's different. I'll just say it's different. And it's for everybody who has a spiritual eye. It's not for like the general public per se. Okay, but I'll explain all of that later. All right, I think that us spiritual people need a show rather than Rashid just giving lectures. So I made this a show, and that's next week or so, and I'll explain what is going on with that
I started playing guitar. I started writing my own music
for spiritual people only,
for a while, and I started putting that together.
believers only. Because there's a lot of atheists. I didn't realize that there were so many atheists on social media. I didn't actually realize there were so many atheists in the world, for that matter.
So I just went into my room on a Sunday.
I just didn't. I didn't realize there were so many atheists everywhere. I mean, every other person basically is an atheist now, and I didn't realize they were so they were so permanent
I grew up in church.
all over the place. I didn't know that. I just didn't know. I thought the average person believed in. Actually, atheists used to say before they used to say they're atheists. I will bet you that they used to say, "Well, I do believe there is a higher power somewhere." That's what I used to hear a lot of. That when I was a witness and I was out like ministering, I was hearing. Well, I do believe, I don't believe in God, but I do believe it's a higher power. That's what they used to, I bet you that's what they used to say. Because to just come out and say you don't believe, that's new. That's something new. And I bet you the people who were saying that, I believe in a higher power, or they were atheists. Because I bet you, because we was meeting so many people back when Clinton was president that was saying, I do believe in a higher power, but they don't believe in God. But now all of a sudden, it's like every other person says, there is no God, or I'm an atheist and shit like that. They didn't want to offend nobody saying they're atheists. So now they're saying, now today things so fucked up, they don't care anymore. Now I'm an atheist. But I'm not gonna get into that discussion and all. But I know there's a lot of atheists that watch my shows, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing, not a bad thing by far. By far, it's not a bad thing. And this show I have coming out, I don't know how they're gonna take to that. I don't know. So I labeled it for spiritual inclined people only. I'm not gonna really uh, magnify that, but it's for, you're gonna see it's for spiritual people. All right, it's very silly, it's serious, there's all kind of emotions in it, but it's a show, and I'm excited about it. I think I got a picture right here, right? I've written it here. Here's the picture right here. I'm not gonna show you it on social media right now. I'm not gonna show you, but it's titled Rashid's Religious Showcase, or Rashid's Religion. Yeah, Religion Showcase. That's what it's called. Rashid Religion Showcase. Religious Showcase. I haven't decided which one what's the proper pronunciation of the showcase. I didn't want to use show because I think shows are over here. It's really overrated. When I first started social media, I was kind of like embarrassed or ashamed to say I have a show, because I just did things and I didn't consider them a show. So gradually, if you watch my videos as I grew, gradually I started, I said, okay, it's a show. Because it's kind of like embarrassing at first. I guess that's for anybody on social media to say you have a show and a name in your title. It's kind of cringy. So gradually it became shows on everything. And there's so many of them, I think, that this religious thing, this show right here, is will just, I don't want it to be put with the shows on everything, because I think this is just something that I think we need. And I've seen a lot of people on social media trying to create these religious shows for humor and stuff like that, but so I want to do mine. Now, I know that theirs aren't that good for some reason. Theirs not that good for some strange reason. They just don't. So I'm gonna try to give it a shot. It's never been done before, really. Not really, really. They have a lot of religious shows, but these religious shows are professional, and they're shown on like the religious channels and stuff like that. But just on social media, the ones that's on here are very cringy. They're very non-entertaining, and so I'm gonna try to give this a shot. It'll be my first one, and if it's a success, maybe it'll branch over to something else. I don't know, but we have to wait and see. I don't know. You notice that I say I don't know a lot? If you really pay attention to me, I say I don't know a lot. I say I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You would think it's because when I was younger, I know so much that I'm used to saying I don't, but that's not the reason. No, the reason is I really don't know, guys. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. You would think it's some kind of childhood trauma that I went through, that I always say I don't know all the time. Like, I don't know, no, but I really don't know. I don't know what to say to you guys, and what I'm trying to say to you now. I don't know what to say to y'all, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. But I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. It's nowhere. It's absolutely nowhere. So I need that one because I'm using
Went
that.
into my room on a Sunday afternoon and I closed the door and I sat on my bed and I was just like, God,
I don't have
help me
any
write a
inclination where
song.
this is.
Please help me finish something that you want to be sung.
Is it here? It can't be here.
What message do you want me to sing for you? And an hour later,
It can't be here.
I walked out
So
and I saw like all the words. It was just this
let me
different
write down. Let me write it down. So we gotta go back and fix
downstairs
one.
playing for my parents and they can eat and
Yeah, I
everything.
really don't know what to say to you guys. Only time I know what to say to you guys if it's something to talk about. And I say, okay, I could talk to you guys about this or whatever. Then I'm excited. It's like, okay, I wanna base my conversation on this or that. But I don't know what to, I don't know. See, there I go again. Say I don't know. I don't know what to talk to you guys about. I really don't. So that's why I don't say much on these Rashi podcasts. But I try. I'm always a talkative person, so I'm gonna come up with something. I'm gonna come up with something that interests us. And in this conversational journey that we're on right now, I will find something. But right now, I just don't know. I'm just random. I don't have any notes or anything. This is Rashi Ridecast, and you know. What interests me now, right now, I'm watching this girl on this channel. She's giving her testimony. When when you go to court, they say testify. You know what I mean? When you go to court, it says testify. When you go to church, it's testimony. See, it's the same thing, but for some reason, when you say the church, when you say the church testimony, testify, is different than the courtroom testimony. See how you see two different things, but it's the same word. What I'm trying to say to you guys is look out because I got some shit for us. See, I think like that, guys. I know stuff like that the average person don't know, which is a door that opens up that um, allows me to be more creative on here and do a lot of things. You know, the average person do not pay attention to the fact that testimony and testify is the same word, but in court and in church you see two different worlds, but it's the same word. It's the same word. That's how powerful each the court and religion is. But at the same time, that should be an ingredient for you creating your material. You can use that. See how you could use it? That's a big mystery. You know, it all depends on your creativity. It all depends on what you do. But you can use it. It's a lot of things in life like that. It's a whole lot of things. You know, but that's just I find it interesting how a testimony or testify in church is the same word, it's the same thing, but it's in a courtroom and you see two different worlds. It's just really amazing when you look at that, and you can go with that and grow on something from that. You really can if you want to. You can. It was $10. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Um, I don't know if you guys watch the world news and stuff like that, and maybe you feel a certain way. Maybe you feel a certain way about the fact that Rashid don't cover worldly events the way I used to cover them. I changed primarily because I feel as though since people learned about RVT and learned about Rashid, I think the whole game changed. So I'm changing with everything. Not saying if that's a good thing or bad thing, but I think we should fit the mold of the world's direction. I think it's important. I don't know. Then I start thinking maybe I should cover more worldly affairs on RVT. What's going on in the White House and all this other stuff. But when I was doing it, I was starting to look a certain way, guys. I was starting to look. I'm not saying the other stations look like this. That's not what I'm saying. But I have a vision for RVT. I have a vision. And I can't complete that vision if I put too many worldly material on RVT. And I think that's a good thing. If something happened like another 9/11 or a gas attack, y'all know Red Air News will be right there. Y'all know these things. So rest assured. But just random news, I feel as though y'all could get them from y'all local news advocates because I think they will do the job of informing you guys of what's going on. And y'all just rather look at Rashid doing something else. Because after all, we're very spiritual around here. We are. And that's the most important thing around here, is being spiritual. Because I'm a cult leader, I have beliefs. You know, a lot of people don't understand my beliefs, what Shiesting is all about, which we're undergoing right now. Yes, really, we're undergoing it. And a lot of people don't understand these things. But it's not for the average person to understand. There's a lot of, in other words, there's a lot of people that hold shows that have religions and beliefs. They just don't share it with you. So I'm not the only one. So why should I be the corporate? So even though y'all see these things, y'all don't have to know the inside story of why this and that and that. Now the only thing that backed me up with was because I told you before is that excuse me, is that my drive crashed and I lost a lot of material. Because if it didn't crash, I will have a lot of more Shiesting material to share. Because it crashed, I gotta go redo a lot of commercials that I had and yada 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 yada. So this setting me back some. But if everything was the way it was, I mean, I will be doing Shiesting animation like the seagull and the swan and the seagull. And y'all remember that from last year. I have to go back and try to get these things for RVT, and so it set me back a little bit. And most of my time is doing that, doing Thumbprint, this movie, and I'm getting ready for Generation Unrepentant. And I realize school's starting in a couple weeks, so I don't want to, I know a lot of youngsters watch me and everything, and I got to be careful of that with the material beginning of school and everything, because I know that's what it's all about now. It's about going for school shopping, which the day now is Sunday. It's 11 minutes after 10 in the morning on this August 19th. And I know that's the focus of the day because a lot of people have the day off. So this is the only day to go out and go shopping, school shopping. So a lot of people hitting the roads and getting preparing for back to school today on Sunday and yesterday today, and next weekend will be the same thing. Next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it'll be very busy because that's the only days that these parents have off, so they school shopping and all. So I gotta look at these things, I gotta remember these things when I'm posting my content. But getting back to the fact that why I'm not posting things just in the world in general, because I want RVT to be different than any station y'all came across. It's patented after a station I had when I was a child that's not here no more. And maybe one day I'll share that with you guys. But that's what RVT is patented after. Because without this one station, I wouldn't have had a childhood. And not only that, the people in general had something here. Now it's a lot of garbage. It's a lot of look at me, all on television, all over the damn place, and it was that's not the real entertainment. That's not the real television. That's not the way it's supposed to be. And I'ma always say that's not the way it's supposed to be. I'ma always say that. Even though you thinking, like this is just the way it is, the way the shows are on this flicks or Hulu, whatever. But that's not the way it is, guys. I mean, television is really fascinating to sit down and watch. And now is nothing of the sort. That's reality. That's the truth. And everybody saying times change. People, they ain't got to change this goddamn much. Ain't the truth, sweetie. So RVT, I'm bringing us back to the way television used to be, focusing on me, because I think I can pull this off. So that's what RVT is patented after. And one day I'll take you into the world of this station that I'm talking about, and you'll understand why I want RVT to be like that, because we don't have stations like this anymore. It means a lot to me. I don't want to lose not only my childhood, but I don't want to lose my sight on what real entertainment is. Real entertainment isn't sitting listening to people talk. Unless it's on the radio. Then you're under talk radio. Which linking back to being a broadcaster, which y'all know I'm a broadcaster. So I don't want to lose the fact I don't want to lose the vision of what good entertainment is. I want to be able to distinguish good entertainment to audio entertainment. It's a difference. And we're living in a world today where everything is switching to talking is being entertainment. And that's something that bothers me, because I feel as though that we're being robbed of knowing what entertainment is. We're losing that vision of good quality, coming in your house, turning on your television, sitting back and saying, okay, I let the television take me to another world. Now you can't do that no more, because it's a lot. Not only is it violence on it, but everything is so fast. Like pat, 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 like somebody shooting a gun, somebody walking, somebody talking, somebody shooting a gun, somebody sitting down, somebody walking down the street, somebody getting in a car driving fast, somebody jump off the roof, everything is so fast, dude. Our human brains can digest it, can take it in and digest it. It can, but why should we have to? You see, you can look at RVT and see everything is not fast over here, but then leave RVT and go somewhere else to see everything, and you looking at it. You won't look at it as all this is fast and all. Your brain digesting it, but are you enjoying what you're seeing? Are you really relaxed at what you're saying. You're doing it, you're watching it so much, it's normal now. You're not taking the time out to realize that slower is better. That's the way that's television before any of this fast shit came. We got no problem with the fast shit. The human brain can take it and it looks normal. But if you really look at it, you'll say, hey, Rashid's shit is kind of different. You see? Television is slow. You what? I don't want to make my content fast in front of your eyes like that. I don't want to do it. Not because of the fact it's a pain in the ass for editing the bullshit when you do it. But I feel as though y'all shouldn't look at stuff fast like that. And on mainstream, that's all they focus on, fast shit. You know, and you got no problem looking at your brain digesting it, but I want you to really enjoy what you see around here, what you hear around here. You know. RBT is patterned after the station I was affiliated with when I was a child. This station been through everything with me. You've been through my hard times, my good times. The station was always there with the most quirkiest entertainment, along with regular entertainment, and it was just a funny station we had in Philly that we don't have anymore. And I'll share that with you one day because it's too huge to just talk about. That's how personal the television station is to me. It's very personal. So I patented RBT. We patented RBT after that. And that's the end of that bullshit. And it's going to stay like that. Because I'm not losing my television station. I'm not losing it. It's been off the air now for over 30 years, some shit like that. But I remember when they turned it off the air. And it was hurtful to me. It hurt so much when they shut that down. And then here comes UPN 57, and it's, oh man, they just fucked up everything. I ain't saying nothing wrong with UPN 57, but I just, nothing wrong with UPN 57. It's just I'd rather have older is better. Older is always better. The new stuff sucks because I feel as though the new stuff they don't know what they're doing. The new stuff, they don't know what they're doing. I'm just looking at this so I can put something up here. Yeah, I hear his shit. This guy said he went to hell. He said he been to hell. The real hell thing. This guy.
Somebody's got to tell the hardcore story, and I choose to do it. The modern church won't tell you about hell. They just tell you all the good news. Oh, just accept and receive Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. You go to heaven. You can do whatever you want. Wrong.
Maybe I've been thinking like maybe I should just talk about what's in the world today more. I don't find nothing to talk about really. It's just a boring fucking shit. Turn this on a little. And maybe I should talk about worldly events, but like I said, I don't find anything. I go there and I'm looking around the news and everything. Y'all know I let y'all know if something going on. Y'all know that. And I feel as though y'all could go somewhere else and get this shit. I mean, RBT News is on it. But I don't want to start to look a certain way. I don't want to start to look a certain way. And I felt as though RBT was starting to look a certain way. And I can't have that. I can't have that. And that way is Like, I will give you an example. I ain't gonna tell you what news station. I ain't gonna tell you what news this was. I'm not. But this is what happened. And shit, I'm true to life. This is what happened. They reported about this black woman who did a magnificent job this past school year, the graduation thing. And she held this huge graduation themed party on her block, Black Panthers, or something like that. And he had a lot of black people dressing up in costumes. She paid for the whole goddamn thing. And these folks was really happy about it. Now this news team was down there, covered the whole thing. They was talking about how great a job she doing, how it was a nice thing that she did, yada yada yada. She's sitting up there saying, yeah, I think it's important that the community leaders get together and do stuff for these inner city kids because they don't have anything. So when the story was ended, the newscast said that's a beautiful thing. And the other news anchor person said, yeah, it is a beautiful thing that she did that. Yeah. Well, what's next on the story? And they went on talking about another story. Now, months later, that same woman is in jail now because she was stealing. So they had to go right back there and report. And in other news, a woman has been indicted on stealing. Da, 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 da. Now, they're not going to say anything of the fact that they reported it before. Like, in other words, they're not going to come on the air and say, hey, guys, remember we said that lady who said, and remember this newscast reported that the woman who do a party, graduation party, well, guess what? She's now in jail because they're not going to say that. They're going to say a brand new fucking story all over again. Of a lady. Now she's a lady now. But back then she had a name. Back then the newscast was saying it was a beautiful thing she was doing. But now she's been indicted because she's been stealing. Now, yeah, and the lady now has been indicted for stealing. This woman gave, like, they ain't know nothing about the fact they reported her the first time how good a job she was doing. I don't want RVT to be like, I'm not saying what news did it. I'm not going to say. But I don't want it to look like that, guys. So I'm very finicky about my news, which news I talk about. I'm very skeptical because people play games, and on top of that, they can make you look a certain way if you're not careful. I want RVT to be something that people can rely on if they want to know the truth about something. I don't want it to be just a news or avenue people come to RVT just because, all right, let me hear what Rashid got to say about it. I don't want to be looked at like that. We around here don't want to be looked at like, we don't want to be looked at like that. We want to be the station of stations. And that if I can't report something that is solid, that y'all can rely on and understand it, I don't want to report anything at all. I'd rather not report anything at all. And that's how I'm going about RVT's news. I'm taking care of it, guys. If something comes up that I think we need to know, best believe Red At News will be right there. RVT Red At News, RHN, will be right there. But I don't find anything worth it. It's nothing happening, guys. Anything that's happening now, I think the local news can take care of it because, number one, that's their job, and number two, they're professional with it. We're just amateur. So I don't think there's anything worth it that I could cover. So just understand that. I want to take RVT on a different level. And when news come up, I will add that in the showcase. I will add it in with what we're, discussing and so forth like that. And that's my main goal. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. So just understand it, guys. Just please, please, just understand it. I'm not mindful of what we want to see around here. I'm not mindful. I know what we want to see around here. I'm just trying to do my best to give it to us in a way where we all come out feeling and looking proper in society. We want to have a good name for ourselves around here. And I never want y'all to feel like y'all not part of this, what we got around here. You guys are part of this. Especially, and I quote, my subscribers. Because when I'm talking to you, in my head, my subscribers are in back of me. They're not in front of me, really. They're in back of me. And I'm talking to you guys because we're entertaining you. That's how much I want my subscribers to realize they're part of this Rashid family. They subscribe to me. That means something to me. That means a lot to me. That means everything to me. It's my subscribers. My bees, my Rashid Katir bees. So just understand it. That's very important around. I don't play around now with that. And I want to give us entertainment that we can really sink our teeth into. And one of those entertainments is spirituality. And like I said, I got this show coming up now. Now, Thumbprint is dead and finished. So I got this other show coming up that I know we're really, really going to enjoy. And y'all see a spiritual picture up there is dealing with that show, a spiritual show. I'm really excited about it. Because I know one of the reasons why I'm excited about this show right here, the spiritual show, is that I know a lot of people on social media tried to do it. And they failed. They failed. They failed because they're not fluent. They're not professional with making shows, number one. They're not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not professional. I mean, they do an awful job. To me, they do an awful job. But I understand what they was trying to do. I understand it. These people are religious people, but still trying to come off doing a wacky show like Soupy Sales, but with everything religion. And it's like, I feel what they was trying to do. But I don't think the people on social media are going to go for that. I don't think they'll go for that. We are fortunate around social media to have an avenue where we don't have to worry about being bothered with mainstream. See, mainstream ain't going to come on here and say, let's talk about this person because mainstream don't fuck with what we fuck with around here. They don't fuck with it. We fuck with the odd. We fuck with the mysterious. We fuck with the mystic. We fuck with shit like, and mainstream ain't gonna want no part of that. They don't want to, you know. And I think that makes us lucky to be able to expand and be more creative with the freedom of not. Say I went on a talk show. Say I went on somebody's talk show. Now, I go on a talk show and I do a good job on somebody's talk show. Now I leave that talk show. I leave it. Now I'm social media on YouTube. My whole platform changed. Because whether you know it or not, I gotta watch myself now, because whatever I do will come back on that talk show's name. It will come back on that show. Whoever hosts that show, whoever it was. Whatever I do will come back and reflect that show. So from here on out, I gotta be careful. You know, I gotta be careful. Now, of course, I have subscribers, and this is how powerful it is. I have subscribers. I have Disney. I have Universal. I have Play-Doh. I have Walmart. I have Home Depot. And these are my subscribers. So when you go to them, if they're my subscribers, there's somebody you can go to, is what I'm trying to say. Then I got TYT, and I got a lot of other subscribers on social media also. There's just news on social media. I'm still in a position where I could be myself, even though I have these huge moguls for subscribers. You understand? But when I leave that and go into mainstream on a TV show, a talk show, now I'm taking a responsibility now, because now whatever I do from here on out will reflect on that person's show. It will reflect on the show. So all my material, I gotta have a certain way, because some people may see me on that show who came there to see this person's show, but I'm on there, and you know, on that show I'm gonna be decent, I'm gonna be preppy, I'm gonna be decent or whatever. Then they gonna say, hey, I'm gonna go check Rashid out on YouTube. Now they go there and I'm talking about white woman ass. Now I'm talking about my dick. Now I'm talking about, what would they think, dude? What would they think? You see the point what I'm trying to say? We are lucky that we're not on nobody's shows, that we're not participating, but we still have the avenue of having big names with us. See, this put us in a lucky situation, guys, a fortunate situation, and we shouldn't lose sight of that. We shouldn't lose sight of it. I could branch out and be religious now. Could you imagine somebody on one of these shows, and all of a sudden they turn religion? That's kind of cringy. That's kind of on the cringy. You ain't expect that. They on one of these shows, then you turn around, they say God. They say people, I felt God. Now all his subscribers looking at him like, what the fuck you talking about? He said, I felt God. I know it sounds weird, but now I'm into Jesus. And he was on late night shows. What would that do to the whole fucking thing, dude? What would that do to everything? But the question is, here's the question, babe. Right, you're right, but here's the question. Here's the question. Will people take him serious? The rest of his shows? Would they take him serious? See, they kind of look kooky. You see, it's a way to do things. You know, it's a way to present yourself, and it's a way to orchestrate what you have on your platform in a way that people can understand the message you're dishing out to people. And when I say that I feel thankful and grateful for the fact that I'm not in mainstream, I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not long in nothing. I've been in the Hollywood movie. I've been on stage getting awards. I got so many awards in my life that I had to leave some in my old apartment along with my shit that I told y'all about on my last show. That's how many awards. I could fill a whole wall up with awards I received. So it's no big deal me getting an award or whatever. So I could do without it. I could really do without it. Why a person like Rashid got through all this time without the world knowing about him? The answer is very simple. I was a Bible Christian student. I just got out of being a Christian. So now, as soon as I get out from being a Christian, this thing called social media is here. And I got right on social media, and people know who I am. Hey, why we know about somebody like you 10 years ago? Because I was a Christian. Because I was a Christian, you say. And I was staying away from worldly activities in my 20s, in my 30s. And this is the thing about it, is that I was going back and forth. But I knew when I went out of Christianity because of the flesh, I was struggling with my flesh. I knew that not to go too far, because I knew I'm going to go back to my church, my hall, and pick up where I left off at, or, you know, because I go back and forth. When something gets to me, I leave. Shit, that's just what I did, being a Christian. So that's where I was all these years. All my talent was like that. They was telling about my talent. I was using my talent at that time, drawing spiritual pictures and giving them to cathedrals and meetings where they'll put my pictures up on the wall and encourage the congregation. So I would go to a meeting, a Bible meeting, and on the walls I'll see some pictures I did of what was in the Watchtower or the Wake magazine. I'll see some pictures hanging on the wall. And that made me proud, because They said when you go to these, God's spirit is there. So I would go to these meetings, and to know God's spirit was there, approved my picture on the wall, made me feel very spiritual. It made me feel very, very spiritual. So that's what I was doing. All this. That's why nobody knew about me. I had my talent and my ability in religion. Hold on, let me get some water.
This is for college students, but it's also for the American society. Okay, here we go. It goes on and on and on. And then it goes,
Just wait a minute. I ain't forget you. Just wait a minute.
those who practice
I didn't
such
forget you.
things
Just
will
wait.
not inherit the
I'm
kingdom of God.
gonna get
Those who practice such things will not inherit the kingdom of God.
I'm gonna get you, sweet. I know what you're saying. I'm gonna get it. Just
The
be
sexual
patient.
morality
I'll get it.
is basically any sex outside of marriage. So, our society, people have a ton of girlfriends or a ton of boyfriends. You just can't do it. Why? Because Jesus says, God says so. He doesn't want it. It doesn't please him. We're back to Sarah Boyana again. She's a real star. Her and Bill Weiss. So I'm going to do a lot of quotes for her. She says, is your sin causing you to be cast into hell? Is what you're doing pleasing to Jesus, or is it not pleasing to Jesus? You just can't practice these sins. We talked about this in 1 Corinthians 6:9 last time. We talked about, let me repeat that one. Let me find that passage, because that's so important. It's good to mention one more time. Okay, here I have the one in Matthew again.
Okay. But he's doing the will of my Father will. I'm trying to untangle this thing. Just hold on for 1 second. Okay. Sorry guys, my throat is really fucked up. As soon as I go on the air, I told you things happen when I go on the air. So yeah, that's where Rashid been at all this time, guys. That's why y'all ain't know about me. Alright? Fuck it. That's where I've been at. I was a Christian. I was a hard Christian. I was giving meetings on stage. I was writing talks. I was driving people, elders, to other congregations to give meetings. I was like Timothy. If any religious people out there listen, I was like Timothy. I was the one helping all the time and giving talks, and I held my own Bible studies. I held my own Bible studies. I was very busy. And that's what my youth was spent being a spiritual person. I was in a Hollywood movie and everything like that, but I still went out and did my shit because I couldn't stay in, because I fell prelude to the flesh, so I couldn't stay in. But still, I that's where I was all this time, guys. Where was Rashid at all this time? I was locked away in Jehovah's Witness thing. I was in religion, and I learned other religions too. When I went out, I met Christians and stuff and checked them out and stuff. So I was always a spirit. That's where I was. I stayed away from the mainstream stuff, the main Hollywood and stuff. I didn't give a fuck about it. Like I don't give a fuck about it now. It's the same way. And that's why it's easy. You may say, why Rashid's not reaching out to Hollywood more with RVT? Why he's not reaching out more to be noticed in the world? Because I'm carrying on like I was a Christian. I don't care about this stuff. It's easy for me to just do stuff. That's what I'm saying. We're used to it. When it comes to that kind of stuff right now, it's been transformed to my cult that we are the mountain. You know, I'm Father Rashid, so it's been transformed now. So I don't have to worry. I'm still not worried about the Hollywood being famous stuff. And it's a gift. And it's a gift not to be part of that, as far as I'm concerned. It's a gift. Because God said it's fighting for a camel to jump through the eye of a sewing needle than a rich person could enter the kingdom of God. So if I was rich, I don't know how I would kick. I don't know. I don't know. But a lot of rich people or well-off people in a mature term are Christians. So even though that saying is true, it doesn't apply to every well-off rich person. Some rich well-off people are very spiritual, okay? But in essence, that's what Christ was saying, the average rich person is fighting for a camel to jump through the eye of a sewing needle. So that's interesting to know, because I don't know how I would go carry myself or go along shit if I was wealthy. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Knowing me and shit, crazy as I am, I really don't know, man. He's a pastor. This guy is a pastor. This is interesting. Yeah, so, yeah, man, I'm telling you, my world is fucking awesome, dude. It's just fucking awesome. See, in my cult, my group, where I lead, my spirituality, I can curse. You know, we can swear, we can smoke, we flesh seekers. We're flesh seekers. We believe that we have permission to be flesh seekers because this is Armageddon starting. This is the Great Tribulation starting. So we're going to need everything. We're going to need to do things and crutch on things to get us through this. And one of those things is our sin. Long as we don't go to sin that will destroy us, that will really cripple us, like crack cocaine or heroin or dubious sex with strangers. These things, of course, could kill you. So we know the limit. But just your average sin, we gave permission. We've been given permission. It's okay because we need it to get through Armageddon. That's what we believe. I'm following Rashi. That's what we believe. A lot of Christians beg to differ on that shit, but you know. That's just what we believe. It's been happening throughout the Bible. It's been happening to, David was given permission to sin with Bathsheba. The prodigal son was given permission to go out there in the world. It's been done in the scriptures. So everything in the scriptures is written down for our benefit as an example for us. So we believe that we have permission to sin to a degree because it will help us get through the Great Tribulation. Long as it's not a sin that will kill us. A sin is a sin, regardless. But still, we feel as though we give him permission to get through this bullshit. Because we're going to need it. There's no way we're not going to sin. Because we figure, I know I'm not going to make this too spiritual, but if you're going to church, say, alright, I'm going to just say this one thing about spirituality. Because it's all up in me and shit. But just listen to this. Hear me out and shit. Hear me out. Say you go to church, right? Say you're very strong in church, or the Kingdom Hall, or Muslim, wherever you are Muslim. If you're a Muslim, you're very strong. You know what to stay away from, and you know what is okay for you to indulge in. Okay. Now here's the question: have you ever fucked up? Have you ever messed up? That's the question. Have you ever messed up? Whether the messed up was deliberate or the spoil of the moment. The question is, have you ever messed up? Have you ever messed up? The answer is yes, you have messed up. Okay, what was the reason for you messing up? There's different reasons. But the point is, you still messed up being a strong individual in your faith, right or wrong. Okay, we are talking about the rapture. We are talking about Armageddon, we are talking about the Great Tribulation. We are talking about the four horsemen, all of that stuff that's coming. Now the apocalypse is happening. Now, do you think you're going to mess up? Yes or no? You see? That's the Sadisi. That's what we believe. We got permission to. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. That's what the sacrifice thing is over. Jesus' sacrifice is over. This is the Great Tribulation starting. It's okay. I'm smoking, cursing, all because we seeing what's going on. And if we screwed up being a strong Christian when nothing was going on in the world, how much more so we seeing like the white man acting crazy and all this other stuff going on all around. We see this shit because we was predicting it a long time ago. One day the king will be off his throne. One day this, one day that. And we seeing it now. Satan's eyeball is missing. The television set is missing. Hollywood is getting fucked up now with the movies they producing. It's not like it was. It's not like it used to be. It's not like it used to be. So we see changes now. This can trigger us. See, we got triggered being a strong Christian when everything was normal. Well, what you think we ain't gonna trigger them when King David went to a medium, a sorcerer, and he was a servant of God. And David, in the midst of confusion, ran to a sorcerer, a wizard, Satan himself, because he was triggered. How much more so that Armageddon is coming now? We strong Christians, we not going to be triggered. That's why we believe it's okay for us to let loose. It's kind of hard to explain. That's just our belief. We believe it's okay to sin a bit. It's okay. We believe it. To go to somehow fleshy, what have you. That's just... I see something, and my people see it with me, and I'll leave it like that. Because I told you I'm not going to stay too much in this spiritual bullshit and everything. We got to be strong, and when you curse, it makes you think a certain way. It makes you feel strong. And Jesus swore in his thing when he called them hypocrites, and he called them all kind of things. Back in them days, they were swear words. I believe we have the permission to do it. So you may see me say fuck and all and curse and shit and fuck because I believe I have permission to do that. They just words. After all, they just words. There's nowhere in the Bible says don't say fuck, but it will cover and say let everything in your mouth be seasoned with sugar. But it doesn't say don't say fuck. You see what I'm saying? There's nowhere in the Bible that says don't smoke, but it is in a Bible where it says abstain from anything that will really damage our spiritual. It says let's stay clean and spiritual, and everything about us to be pure, to be clean. Let us abstain from everything that's fleshly and spiritual, and smoking is considered fleshly. So, but it still doesn't say don't smoke. It doesn't say that in the scriptures. It still don't say that. You see the point? So we believe that we have this permission. We just have, but that's just the way I'm not going to bring my cult beliefs to this Ridecast. I'm not going to do that. That's just what we believe. If you're living life and all you have is your money and everything, that's all fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just believe that, you could get so much more out of this bitch if you had a direction to go with, rather than death. If you live in life, if I die, you don't even know what the fuck. You don't even know, dude. You don't even know. What was that thought I thought about? Let me think for a second. It was death. If you die, I can't remember what it was, but it was such a good analogy. I can't think of it. The fuck. It was when you die, you don't remember. Let me see. Wait a minute, it's coming. You don't know. I'm trying to think of it. I can't remember it. It was when I think of it, I should have wrote it down in my notes because usually I don't. I have a notepad on my desk, and I write stuff down on a daily. I should have wrote that shit down. I really should have. I got fat ass on here. I got that. I ain't got the notes. So it says when you die. It says when you die. What is that? When you die. Nobody ever died. And came back. So it was some kind of analogy. I'll let you guys know. I can't even think of it. I can't think of it right now. I can't, but I will. I will, and I will bring it here for you cats, so I can read it to you cats. Y'all can understand where the fuck I'm coming from, dude. This is bullshit, A lot of questions about religion, and I don't believe in God and all of this shit. And what if it was a God and all y'all atheists out there, y'all be fucked. But I think y'all still have a chance. I think so. I don't know. I think y'all still have a chance. I guess it depends on the circumstance. I know if you kill yourself, you ain't got a chance in hell. Cause Robin Williams ain't got a chance. Yeah, because he killed himself. So I do know that. But for atheists, I'm not sure. Maybe y'all got a chance. I don't know. I think so. I think y'all still have a chance because now y'all know there's a God now. Now what y'all gonna do about it? And if you still say, well, the answer is no, then the atheist will look stupid. It'll be like you was an atheist for nothing then. You was using the atheist to be an excuse. Because you're atheist because you don't believe in God. If you find out there is a God, then you have to walk in God's way. If you still say no, then you was an atheist. You was doing all that for no reason. That's just who you are. You just covering up yourself. I mean, when you really think about it. When you thinking when you turn a page to another direction, So let's just hope that's not the case. Let's just hope that's not the case. And you guys are really searching for something else. Because it's something else other than life. I mean, come on now. Why would life just be like this? I mean, come the fuck on, dude. I mean, let's keep it real. You think life is just like then you die and then that's it? That's it. Listen to this. Think with reason. Think with reason, guys. If you had the power to do any fucking thing you want to do, think with reason, man. Don't forget, God said, let's make man in our image. He was talking to somebody, dude. He was talking to somebody. He said, let's make man in our image. So God is in our image along with other spiritual beings. So God has the power to do anything. Now, we are talking about a person that's dying and then that's it. Does that make any sense? Think about it. I'm going to be quiet. Think about it. Think about it. In other words, what I'm trying to say is, you atheists and these unbelievers, y'all thinking this life is just that's it. That's it. Is that reasonable thinking? Is that reasonable thinking? Is that reasonable? Life is full of mystery and complexity. Or have you know what I'm fucking trying to say? Why would you just die and that's it? And, answer me that fucking question. Forget about. Why would you just die now and that's it? Answer me that. Answer me that. Now think about this. The scriptures bring out that man's intelligence, that man, period, is the greatest of God's inventions. That's what God said. Man is the greatest of all his inventions. You're going to just die and that's it. You have intelligence. Now think about it. You have the power to do anything in the world now. Anything. You're a being with intelligence, and you're gonna die, and that's it. Does that make any sense? You cannot deny. You cannot deny that it's more to life. Now, scientists come up with the Big Bang Theory and all of these things, and we started from monkeys and all Darwin, or what have you. Say all of these things and this, and they all that's man's thinking. That's man's thinking. If you don't believe in the Bible because you say man wrote it, then you believe in what scientists did. Look at them. They wrote science. They coming up with Darwin wrote that. We came from monkeys. You believe that man said that. So man wrote the Bible, but you're gonna believe science because they say because science is more logical. Science is more logical. If you didn't have the saliva in your mouth, what would happen to you? If you didn't have spit glands in your mouth, what would happen? You know what's funny? When a murder is committed, you go to court, and if you got so much evidence, the person is guilty. Right or wrong? Alright, if you got saliva in your mouth and nothing was there, well, it's so much evidence that somebody put it together, but yet you still denying it. I'm glad you guys ain't in a courtroom. I'm glad y'all atheists and all these people. I'm glad y'all don't own courtrooms because we have a world full of violence all over the place. Y'all got evidence right in front of you, and you still say no. I don't believe it. I can't understand it, dude. Try not blinking your eyes and see what happens. Try not blinking your eyes. Little shit like that. Little science gonna say, oh, it's because, dude, it don't make sense. How does that make sense? How does it make sense? How? How does science can come in front of the fact that we gotta blink our eyes, or we gotta have spit in our mouth, or we got to get sleep to get rejuvenated? All science, all just happens that way. When did life become like that? If it was like that, there would be no jail cells. Everybody commit crimes because, oh, it just happened that way. But yet man can decide what's what. But when it comes to something with logic that's spiritual, that's bullshit. So man decided that. He decides every goddamn. Okay, alright. Well, I'll tell you what then. You go ahead with y'all belief that there's no, it don't make sense. Y'all saying the spirituality don't make sense, but you have no idea the shit y'all popping. You trying to say that makes sense? Y'all, the shit you popping. Okay, piss in your pants then, and don't wash up then. How about that? It's natural, right? That's how we all was created, right? That's how we all. Don't think. Why you thinking logic now? Why you thinking, oh, not logical? Yes, it is logical. We all was created from apes and shit. Piss in your pants and see what happened. Don't wash up. See what happened. And when the bugs start eating your fucking ass, say, hey, it's science. It's natural. What about that? Stupid shit. Not that stupid shit. Don't bring it around here. So I'm just trying to show some kind of reasonableness with the spirituality around here. I'm searching like everybody else. You know? I'm not saying that I got the answers, and I'm not saying this. I'm just saying we're on a quest around here. Because I believe is more to life than just dying and that's it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. It's crappy bullshit, dude. We have a thing called metamorphosis. A caterpillar turns to a butterfly, and we have so many other metamorphoses where you could get you could plant an onion in the ground, and the onion will grow into a plant. But as far as mammals go, reptilians, you got tadpoles transform into frogs. You have, in other words, even though A mammal is mammal, and these blue bloods or blue, or these cold bloods, we still have a transformation here. God said, and I quote, like days of a tree, so will my people be. Right, think about that. How long does a tree last without man fucking with it? See, man fucking with it right now. For other reasons, for some of the reasons, alright, but the tree ain't hurt as long as the roots stay in the ground. The tree gonna grow again. As long as the roots stay in the ground, the tree's still alive. As long as the roots stay in the ground. So he could chop down how many trees he wants. It don't make no difference. As long as the root there, the tree's still alive. The tree don't give a fuck. In fact, you cut a tree down, it's like a person getting his hair cut or fingernails cut. Tree don't feel it because the root is in the ground. That's where the heart at. So don't give a fuck. That's why we pick apples from the tree. You pick lemons from the tree. Tree don't feel none of that shit. It's like getting your hair cut. So the root is in the ground. So you can cut down how many trees you want. It don't mean shit. But the point I'm trying to make is this. You got to think about logic. You got okay. Let me go ahead, guys. Thank you for tuning in to RVT because I go on. I'm a cult leader and I go on and shit. So just understand I got a new show coming out. All right. I'm not gonna waste too much time with this life bullshit. I ain't got time for this faggot shit. It's homosexual shit. I ain't got time for it. Get the fuck out of my face. Go down. Go to niggas. Go. I don't give a fuck. I do what I want to do. Okay. I do what I want to do, and don't play with my manhood. And don't come out here with that logical thinking and this and that because you're full of shit. All right. In my eyes, you're full of shit. You're running. You're scared. You're scared. You're scared. You want man to have the answers. You out there in the world, and man don't got the answers. He running. Man is running all over the place. And, you know, it's hard to catch up. If you want man to have the answers, that's good, but you got to catch up with him because he's running. He's a marathon. He's the marathon man. He's Dustin fucking Hoffman. So, good luck with catching up with him so you can ask some questions. Good luck with that. And there's nothing else to talk about. I think we talked for about an hour or so. I think that's enough. You know, we got some go take care, but I ain't gonna take too much of your time here. But I hope you know if y'all only knew what y'all missing, guys. If you only knew that it's another side. I'm not going for that Christian bullshit. I'm not going for the Baptist bullshit. We're spiritual people around here though, and we're on a quest. And if you know what I know. I mean, I swear, if y'all only knew, I'm not even gonna go there. And I better get off the air because I don't know what I'm saying here. And I'm supposed to be talking about why RVT doesn't put up worldly material. And here I am branching off to some other shit going on around here, which bothers me. Because I don't know. I give a fuck about y'all, especially my subscribers, and I don't want to see y'all living this way. I don't like to see y'all living this way, man. Y'all guys y'all don't have anything. They took everything from us, dude. They took everything. We ain't got nothing, man. You ain't got no good entertainment. You got no more sports heroes no more. I mean, just the other day you had sports figures now. I mean, you ain't got nothing. Nothing. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse and worse. And y'all still walking around like, hey, so what? If that's what y'all want, then that's why I asked y'all, do y'all really like this bullshit? Because nobody ain't talking about it or anything. Y'all really like this gorilla ass shit. I don't understand you guys. So I built my own shit around here. And we ain't hardly going up in that bullshit y'all in. But no offense. Don't get offended. I'm just speaking my mind, dude. And I wish y'all the best of luck, man. Alright? And for you guys who interested in Rashid, y'all stay close to me, alright? Because we about to light things the fuck up, dude. I'm telling you, trust me, we about to light things up, and we're going to start it right on RVT. I got some shows for your ass, dude. So, please stay close to me. And speaking of staying close, stay close to that Google page I have, because I'll be coming up there doing things for us and filling our ears up with stuff, okay? And get your school shopping done, because here we go into another season. It's going to start picking up. People are going to come back from summer vacation, and things going to start getting really, really crowded all around, because people coming back from the shore. And here we go in the fall weather. And here we go again, guys. All right, let's try to make it through the weather. The snow bullshit is right around the corner. All right, it's right here. All right, and I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all take care of yourself. Alright? Take care of yourself, man. Alright, see ya.